Beauty. Beauty. It's okay. It's okay to want to feel beautiful. It's not a crime. Wanting to be more pretty, wanting to be more attractive, it's not vain. It's not selfish. It's not a bad thing. It's just natural. It's even evolutionary. It's okay to want to be beautiful. And in this video, I'm going to show you everything that I know about beauty, from what I've seen is attractive, and my opinions on being attractive, and giving you tips and tricks to how to not only build your attractiveness, but to build your self-image on yourself as well. To be confident and be comfortable with how you look. So then you can look in the mirror and go, hell yeah, that's me. That's me, and I'm beautiful inside and out. Firstly, quickly, I'm going to share my opinion on beauty, because beauty is always seen as this shallow thing that women crave, right? That this is this shallow thing of like, oh, you have to be beautiful to like have a partner and things. Well, here's my opinion. I think, like, just imagine this for 1 second. Out of all the people who have lived and died, out of all the people who are alive, and out of all the people who have yet to exist, none of them, not a single one, will have the exact DNA as you. Nobody will have the same genetic makeup as you. Well, maybe if you've got an identical twin. But do you know what that makes you? That makes you one in about quadrillion. Because think about it, since people came around, since caveman times to now, and the future, till whenever we go extinct, God knows when that is, probably not too far off, but no one is you. Your looks are completely unique. They've been developed from years and years and centuries of two people having kids. That is incredible. You are also, like, your looks are incredible because they are one of a kind. That's one thing I need you to remember when going through this. The thing is, beauty is subjective. Beauty is one of the most subjective things ever, because everyone's brains are different. Everybody's brain likes different things. Someone could see me and they could think, wow, that girl is so pretty, she's insanely pretty, like, it's insane. I've never seen anyone as beautiful in my life. And then another person could look at me and go, ooh, absolutely not, hell no. That's disgusting. Do you know what I mean? So varied. So what I think you should do, and this is what I'm going to share with you in this video, is I think you should look how you want to look how you think is most attractive, and then your beauty's undeniable, because you know you're beautiful. You are as beautiful as you perceive beauty. So your beauty does exist, it exists in you. There are people who find you beautiful because you find you beautiful. Okay, now that we've touched up that, I'm gonna share how to actually change your appearance. First, we're gonna do external, how to change your appearance, and then secondly, we're gonna do how to change internal, your mental. Biologically, the whole reason attractiveness exists, right? The whole reason beauty and attractiveness exists is to find a mate. What do we want out of a mate? We want someone that's going to provide us with children who are very good and who can live very long and have children of their own. So we want people who are evolutionarily strong. That is where attractiveness comes from. That is what attractiveness is. Finding a mate that will provide good children. So how can we use this? And how do we understand this? First, health. Second, child abilities. This is the core of what makes someone attractive. Now, this does sound very vain, but as we said before, if this helps you to become comfortable with the way you want to look, you should look how you want to look. 100%. Because, as I said before, there's no one like you at all. You only get one life, so yeah. But anyway, okay, so first, health. Healthy people provide healthy children. This isn't saying you should become attractive to have children, by the way. This is just what our brains are wired to find attractive. Long eyelashes. Those are healthy eyelashes. Clear skin. Healthy skin. I don't know. The type of body. Healthy body. Long, shiny hair. Healthy hair. White eye bits there. Healthy. White teeth. Healthy. I don't know. Like, anything you find beautiful is usually because it is a sign of health. So, Tip number 1, how to keep yourself internally healthy. Diet. That doesn't mean living off of vegetables and fruit all the time. Just drink enough water. If you don't like drinking water, I recommend drinking squash. That is 0 sugar because it's so good. So good to help you drink more water. So good. I use it all the time. But diet. Cut out the bits you don't want and cut out the bits that your body doesn't want. Use this app, Yuka. It's so good. You scan the barcode. I'm not being paid for this, by the way. I genuinely use it. I know I've been recommended it. There's so many people I know that use it, and honestly, it is the best tool for your health and your skin health and your products. Yuka. Anytime you're unsure about food, scan it on here, and it will give you a rating of whether there's anything dangerous in it, whether it's good. It will give you a rating out of 100, and then you can sort of suss out whether it's good or not. Like, I was drinking cranberry juice the other day, and it was really bad because it had loads of additives in it. I didn't know it had loads of additives in it. I've been drinking it thinking I was doing something good for my health, but turns out it's not very good for you because it's got loads of harmful additives. So I definitely recommend for food doing this. Weight. With food, a lot of people get hooked on the game of weight. Do not ever, even if you're trying to change your body, do not ever weigh yourself. Unless obviously you need to for, like, I don't know, to fill in some information or for the doctors, I don't know. But you get my point. Don't go on the scales. Put the scales in the cupboard. Never get them out of the cupboard because it's just, you shouldn't ever associate your weight with beauty. Please, just no. And eat enough. If you're hungry, please eat. And I know, sorry for the sensitive topic, I know sometimes it can be hard. If you're unhappy with your body, you can sometimes eat less. And if you're unhappy emotionally, you can eat more. And then, etc., you know. But don't feed it. Don't feed whatever's in you telling you not to eat. You can get through this and you can fight through this because this is not the way to be beautiful. Like, please don't go down this road. Another good thing with food is make a list of what you should have. Have a look at what the diet is. How much protein you need. How much, just look up. There's like a little chart somewhere of how much you should have of each. Know what you should have on your diet. Make a list of the things out of that you enjoy or that you haven't tried and you want to try, and try and integrate it into your daily diet. Because not only does having a healthy body help you look better, it helps you feel better and it helps you be better. Mentally, exercise is another important thing to have a healthy internal body. Because what exercise actually does, it doesn't just work out your muscles and it doesn't just help you, I don't know, it doesn't just edit your muscles. It does lots of good for inside your body. It gets rid of the toxins in your body, it releases feel-good hormones, and it keeps your internal organs working really well. And it helps your endocrine system, which is your system of hormones. It helps regulate it and reset it. Because if you think about it, we're not supposed to be stagnant. We're supposed to be moving around. Imagine what we did about like 10,000 years ago. We weren't sitting on our bums. We were chasing food or else we die. So do a bit of exercise because your body's probably craving it. Lastly, with food, make sure that you find out what your body doesn't like. Mine, for example, sugar. Sugar makes my skin horrible, gives me headaches, and it makes me feel ill. And some different dairy. Doesn't like dairy that much, but I still have dairy because it does more good than it does bad for me, if that makes sense. And certain types of meat I can't eat because it makes my stomach hurt. It doesn't do me any good. So find out what you don't like, what your body doesn't like. Now, external health, which is stuff like skin, hair, etc. Let me start with teeth. Now, obviously what you eat plays a big role in your teeth health. I don't really have a lot of tips for teeth. The only one I do have is oil pulling, which is where you get coconut oil, swish it around your mouth, and you spit it out, and then you brush your teeth. Do that every morning before you brush your teeth, and night if you want to. It's up to you, depends if you hate it or not. But do that every night. And what it does is it is an antibacterial. It strengthens enamel. It whitens your teeth, and it gives them a nice shine as well. So it's a good tip. Second, I'm going to go for eyelashes because if you're a girl, you probably like would like to have healthy eyelashes, spoolie, give them a brush out every now and again. After you wash your face, after you have a shower, just give them a brush out and then apply Vaseline. It's very good for your eyelashes. And before you go, oh, but my eyelashes are going to fall out, my eyelashes are going to fall out. I've heard this before. I've been doing it for 5 years. My eyelashes do not fall out. Well, they do if I curl them too much, but they don't fall out from Vaseline. So give it a try. If they do, then, I don't know, send me hate and never do it again. But I have never experienced anything like that ever from it, and I've been doing it every night for 5 years. Well, not every night, because obviously sometimes I forget, but majority of the nights for 5 years. I am fine, so you should be too. Let's give it a go. But don't put too much because they'll still go in your eyes. And that's what I'll have to say. Hair health. I'd say swap your hot showers. This is a very important one. Swap your hot showers for cold ones. No, I'm not doing that. That's terrible. That's gonna be a horrible experience. Well, first of all, not only does cold showers help your skin health all over, hair health all over, and it also helps a little hormone in here. Well, not hormone. I forgot what they're called. It's just a gland, I suppose. A little gland in here that excretes hormones called the thyroid gland. Do you want to know what that does? It helps your metabolism stay healthy. It helps your body temperature regulate. And it helps your overall health. Helps you not get sick as much. Massively. Not get cold, as in weather-wise, and not get too hot. Massively. And just helps your general health. If you don't want to do that, which I recommend you do, lukewarm is the way to go, and then gradually go to cold if you want to. Also, a tip with cold showers, if you're thinking like, oh, this is too hard to do, start from the bottom up. Start with your feet, go to your legs, go to your bum, go to your belly, go to your arms, and then go to your chest. And make sure to keep a calm breathing. That's what I'd say. Also with hair, is scan your products with Yucca, because you'd be surprised how much rubbish they put in hair products. Believe me, and I'm sorry if you have to chuck a load of stuff away when using this app, by the way. I'm really sorry. But, yeah. And put your hair in a protective hairstyle before you go to bed, and also buy silk sheets or something soft. When I didn't have silk sheets, I used to just use my cotton blanket, and it did the same thing. Like a fluffy one like this does pretty much the same thing, like a dressing gown or something. But obviously silk is best. Protective hairstyles is like plaits or gentle buns with claw clips, anything like that. Brilliant for your hair. Make sure to brush it like twice a day is my recommended amount. Then you're pretty much done with the hair. Also, lastly, I almost forgot, shampoo your hair twice. And make sure you're washing your hair for a decent amount of time. Because people wash their hair really fast, rinse it out, and then they wonder why they get greasy hair. It's because you're not washing it for as long as you should be. But anyway, nails. Next is nails health. There's not really a lot of tips for nails. Cold showers help with your nails, or just washing your hands in cold water every now and again. Like when you don't need to clean your hands, but you're washing something off of your hands. I'm not saying after you go to the toilet, wash your hands with cold water. That does not work. I'm talking like, I don't know, you got moisturizer on your hands and you're washing it off. Like, use cold. But anyway. Clear nail varnish works wonders because it makes your nails stronger. Secondly, file them a lot. Not a lot, but like file them once a week to keep them strong. Because as they grow out, they're going to get thinner and thinner, and they're going to be easier to chip off. Whereas if you file them, they're going to go thin, and then they're going to stay, and then they're going to grow out, and then go thin, and then they're going to stay. So, that's my tip for that. Last of the external health is the deepest one, and it's your skin. There's a lot of hocus pocus when it comes to your skin, but when it comes down to it, all you really need to do, look after your gut, and look after your products and how you are with your skin. So, products, obviously, scan them with Yucca, because you will not believe how rare it is to find a product that is actually good for you, because a lot of these skincare brands, Cetaphil's a really good one, by the way. A lot of these skincare brands, not Cetaphil, are really, really bad for your skin. And they do that on purpose, so you buy more of their stuff and you experiment. So scan them. Scan the barcode before you buy it. Another thing with products is knowing what each thing does. I'm going to put a list here, and I hope you appreciate it because my phone types really, really slow. So I already know this is going to be a nightmare. But this is what each of these things I would recommend for. And obviously scan it before you buy it. And also another thing is layering. Layer skincare from the thinnest to the thickest product. the easily absorbable to the not so easily absorbable, and you shouldn't be having loads. You can have loads, but it doesn't really make that big of a difference. All I would say is a serum based on your skin issue that you just screenshotted here, and a lotion of the skin problem that you just screenshotted. Do some mixing, because if you're like me, you have multiple problems. Like I have spots, so I'd use a salicylic acid serum, and I get scars, and I don't know. So I use a lotion with, I don't know, anything really, because mine's not that picky with lotion. But, sorry, my foot's distracting me. But don't use serums on their own, because it will dry out your skin like crazy, in a bad way. So, another rare tip with your skin, product-wise, banana peel. Rub banana peel on your face. It is really good for your skin. Looking after your gut. You need to look after your gut to care for your skin. Eat gut yogurts. Put bits of fruit in there. Jobs are good 'un. Right? Jobs are good 'un. Right. How you care for your skin is also a big factor with having good skin. Washing it. How you care for your skin when you wash it is very important. If you use really hot water, that will destroy your skin barrier. Your skin barrier is a protective layer on your skin. Your skin barrier is a little layer on top of your skin that protects your skin from external things. How you know if your skin barrier is broken or not from this hot water or from the products you're using is if your skin looks waxy, not if it looks shiny like my skin now. That is a fine skin barrier, that's okay. But if it looks waxy, and you'll know if it looks waxy, it's like if you look like an apple, or like it just looks waxy, then your skin barrier is probably broken. I'd recommend a Cetaphil moisturizing lotion, because it's the best thing for your skin barrier, which is why I recommend it. Secondly, is also washing your face. You need to wash your face for at least a minute, minimum, or your face will not be clean. And the same goes for makeup. I'd recommend using an oil-based cleanser than a normal cleanser. But if you're like me and your resources are a bit limited, just try and get as much off of the water as you can, and then wash your face for quite a long time until it feels like it's all off. Just make sure you wash your face for a long enough time, and be gentle. Be thorough, but be gentle. And obviously touching your face does spread bacteria onto your face, but it's hard not to touch your face. I understand that, but just be careful with that knowledge. Drying your face after you wash it. Please don't rub your face, tap it, or as I said, you will destroy your skin barrier. And sleep is the best thing for your health. And everybody always says, get enough sleep, get enough sleep. Seriously, if you're not getting enough sleep, and you're not working around the clock on some, I don't know, crazy bloody five businesses at the same time, you have no excuse to not be asleep for 8 hours, or at least 7. Please get good sleep. It is the most important thing to live a long life. Yes, live a long life. If you don't sleep enough, you will live a shorter life. It is genuinely true. It is proven. You can't deny the facts. Just go to bed. Another thing of how you treat your skin is your makeup. Your makeup. Although I don't personally do this, cleaning and changing out the things you apply your makeup with can help, like your sponges and things. But it's not that important, but it's a good hygiene tip. But scan your products with YouGut, or it will ruin your face. Please. Also, a quick side tip on actual makeup is, firstly, finding what you enjoy putting on, finding what you like, finding what style suits you best. And check your face shape, see how to contour it and whatnot. Just give it a go. Give it a go. Practice makes perfect. Trust me. Practice makes perfect. With eyebrows, what I do with my eyebrows, this is just what I personally do with my eyebrows and eyelashes. You don't have to follow this. But I use angles. Like, I'll go like that. So then I get the angles. And with my eyelashes, I curl them at the base, and then I curl all the eyelash individually, like this. And then I curl the base again. And then I hold it there. Get a brush with Vaseline on it. Put a bit of Vaseline on there. Baby powder. And then boom. Stays there. And then I just put mascara on. From the top to the bottom. Waterproof first, and then my non-waterproof ones. In case you wanted to know. In case, are my eyelashes nice? I don't know. I think they are. So. Lastly, your internal beauty. Your confidence and how you view yourself as beautiful. Now, as I said before, beauty is subjective, and you are the only person on this planet since everyone who's been alive and everyone who will be alive to look how you look and to be who you are. If that in itself doesn't give you a confidence boost because you're so unique, you're literally the result of two people making one millions of times. Do you know how many fractions that is? Do you know how many possibilities you could have had and it's been crafted to you? That in itself is beautiful, and beauty is subjective, as I said. So there are people in this world who think you are the most beautiful thing to touch this earth. That is a fact. And one of my biggest tips with confidence is do things to be confident for. Prove to yourself you are confident. Go up to someone, speak to them, do something bold that you're scared to do. Swallow your fear and do it. I know it's scary. Do it scared. Because that's how you build confidence. And the more you care for yourself, the more you give yourself love, the more you look after your health, you look after your beauty, if you want to become more beautiful, then you're gonna be great. You're gonna feel really confident. Now, I do have a controversial tip for confidence, and that is choosing yourself. It's not selfish to choose yourself. If one option makes you miserable and the other option is choosing yourself, choose yourself. If you don't want to go out to a party, don't go. If someone wants you to turn up somewhere and you don't want to go, say, I don't want to go. You don't have to come up with an excuse. You don't have to over-explain yourself. Just say, I don't feel like going. I won't be comfortable going. I am not going. And then each and every time you stand up for yourself, it builds and builds little by little more and more confidence. Because you know who you are. You know what you like. You know what you don't like. You know what you'll take and you know what you won't take. That is genuinely the crux. I don't know if I used that word right, but that's genuinely the crux. I hope it's nothing bad. I'm going to have to Google after this. But it's genuinely the thing that confidence is made out of, is knowing who you are, being confident to be who you are. If you look how you want to look and you're proud of how you want to look, then quick little bonus tip is the body. Now, a lot of people tie beauty to their body. It's a common thing. Now, obviously, if you're healthy, your body will look better. But let's talk about exercise and the type of body you want. Getting clear on what type of body you want is great. But my big tip is, if you're doing exercise, by the way, for exercise, educate yourself on what you want. That goes for everything in life, to be honest. But educate yourself on what you want out of your body. You want a bigger bum? Educate yourself on how growing a bigger bum works. You want a smaller waist? Educate yourself. Get bigger lats. That's the only way to get a smaller waist. I'm not going to lie. Getting bigger lats, which is your back muscles. But, yeah, educate yourself on how to build it. And here's the key. Don't be disheartened when it's not happening straight away. Because if you know it's coming, be happy that it's coming. Please don't be upset that it's not here yet, because it's coming. And you should be happy with yourself because you're even taking steps towards it. Like, give it a year. Anything physical with your body, give it a year for it to work and for it to actually pull itself together. That's my tip. And also, perfection is not a thing when it comes to beauty, because beauty is so subjective. Do you know how fast beauty trends last and die out? They last and die out as quick as you don't even know what. But beauty trends literally live and die the same age as a hamster. They have the same lifespan as a hamster at max. At maximum, they have the same lifespan as a hamster. So don't be disheartened when you're not perfect, because there is no perfect. And there will never be a perfect, which is why it's so lovely to look how you want to look and stick with it. Know who you are. This is how I look. This is how I enjoy to look. So be it. I enjoy having long blonde hair. It's not bright blonde, but it's just about blonde. That's how I like it. I like having my eyebrows like this. Yeah, they're really dark, but I don't give a monkeys. They look beautiful to me. I like having my eyelashes smothered in mascara and eyeliner and super duper curled. I think that's beautiful to me. That's who I am. I like smothering my face in highlighter. I like that. I find it beautiful. That's who I am. You should be the same. Look how you want to look and roll with it. If you can change it to look better the way you want it to, change it. If you can't, accept it as it is and accept that that was what you were chosen to have out of all of the combinations. Okay? That's all I have to say. So, to my ladies and my gents, if there's any gents watching, to my ladies and my gents who want to be more beautiful, be more beautiful to yourself. Don't follow other people's thing of beautiful, because if you're beautiful to yourself, you are beautiful to somebody, and that's the most important person you should be beautiful to. So, yeah, be healthy, stay healthy, use good ingredients for your food, good products for your skin, hair, and body with Yucca, and build that confidence day by day. And yeah, I hope you all have a beautiful evening of self-care, self-love, and making some plans of how you want to step forward.